What up, though, my afro? It's your boy Tone 202. All right, so black women are figuring out the truth. The truth about feminism that was never for you. The truth about the child support system that was built to pretty much gank the men and separate the family. The truth about Planned Parenthood that was meant to take your children and use your the children that you aborted for stem cell research. The black women are learning the truth about government assistance that was made to separate the black family, take the men right out of the family, and so they can come in and take the children away and imprison the children and enslave the children, and they can do whatever to you because let's just face it, you don't stand a chance against some white boys running up into your house. You just don't stand a chance if you don't have any warriors there. They're not worried about a woman, and if you don't believe that, you should just look at current history, and you can go back for the last 25 years and just see what they've done to women who tried to resist them. And Breonna Taylor all day, that grandmother who just got blown away and she was watching her grandchild. I mean, there's just prime examples all over the place because they're not worried about a man. They provoke women. They want you to come out acting loud so they can beat your face in. And this is what they've done to a lot of women. So it's just a lot easier when there's not a man in the house whose arm strength is 17 times more than yours naturally. We're not talking about a bunch of women who go to the gym and all this other stuff. We're talking about a regular feminine woman, a regular, masculine man. His arm strength is 17 times stronger than yours. Okay. So now women are trying to come back. Black women are trying to come back and say, hey, men, we're sorry, but you should be humble and take us back and start protecting us again. And the question is, should we do that? Should men just make a 360? Because listen, men are going overseas. They're finding women of other cultures who are, they're still women. They're still, going to do stuff that, irk you a little bit, but they're not trying to argue. They're not trying to fight with you. They're not waking up every day and just acting mean and malicious. They're not doing that. They're loving their husbands, but you got some issues, but they love their husbands. They're like, yo, I'm glad this man is in my life. Our family is better. Our extended family loves him. You get into a black woman's life now, you have to worry about her brothers. You got to worry about her cousins. I was trying to get to know a young lady some time ago. And, we got into a misunderstanding, and she brought up the fact that she had 5 brothers. And I was like, what are you talking about? I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with, we get into a misunderstanding, a verbal misunderstanding. We never saw each other face to face. And the first thing you come out your mouth with is, I got 5 brothers. No, you and your 5 brothers, goodbye. I'm not doing it. I'm not competing with you and your 5 brothers because you totally misconstrued something I said. I'm not doing it. You don't have to worry about some of these things in other places. Now, you can't go over there and do anything you want to these women because they got brothers, they got fathers. They'll come see you. But we're just talking about an everyday discussion that just you don't agree with. All of a sudden, you got 5 brothers that, as if I don't, can't handle myself, or I don't have family. It's like, no, I'm not going to war with you. It's not what I want to do. I'm trying to love my wife and, have a good life. But there's so much fight in the black woman now. And it's so loud and boisterous and all this other stuff. It's like, listen, I'm not going to try to compete with you, black woman. I'm not trying to compete with you over who's more masculine. Because I'm not going to be feminine. That's what you're supposed to be. You're supposed to have the whole feminine thing down pat. I'm not feminine. I'm a whole man. I'm a nice guy, but I'm a whole man out here. Okay? So let's not do that. I handle the masculinity. That's what I do. When it's time to get buck and get rowdy, I do that. Okay? You don't do that. I don't need you to do that. Okay? But you got the women that are so quick to jump off and get rowdy, get bad, and get in your face. And you're like, I'm not. You're gay. You're weak. You're no. I'm a man of peace. I'm a man of God. I'm a man who wants peace. I'm a man who loves peace. I'm a man who loves quiet. And if I can't get some peace and quiet out of you, then I don't want you. See, this is the problem that black women are running into. Yeah, you're starting to do, a 180 because of all the stuff that you're seeing, and you realize that your kids are really not protected. Listen, the police are killing your kids. And they've been doing this for a long time. Okay, there have been a lot of cops who are serial killers, and they went after nothing but girls. And I'm talking about 12, 14 years old. And at one time, they used to kill these girls and then leave their shoes on the side of the highway, just so you know that I got your daughter, I killed your daughter, and here are her shoes. That is a true story. Look it up. And there were police who did that. Okay, because these little girls would be playing, in the neighborhood. And if a cop said, hey, you come here, then a little girl would come over because this is a police officer. The next thing you know, their life has expired. Okay? So yeah, listen, we have all kind of issues now in neighborhoods. We got all kind of people who think they have the right to do whatever to black people. This is grown ups on down. And I mean, all you got to do is look at the news. There are people coming out. You got an Asian man who shot a 6-year-old boy. He went to jail for a short time and he bailed out. He's at home right now. He shot that little boy. Shot him. Okay? Like, there are people who have no respect for black kids. And his father was, his mother and father, they were there. They lived, down the street. But he shot the little boy because the little boy, I think he rolled up on his driveway, and the Asian dude didn't like it, so he shot him. Listen, that would have been one dead Asian. If that was me, I would have had no mercy on him. I would have torn him a new one. But I'm just saying that the boldness of people, they just want to do whatever they want to our kids. And I'm telling you, ladies, you may be tough. You may be some tough women. There's no mistaking in that. But listen, ladies, there's just some things that you don't need to be handling. And you're handling it because you have to. You're not handling it because your whole situation is together. Because if it was, then it would be us handling it. It would be us surrounding somebody's house and daring them to come out and, pull a pistol on us. That's what it would be. But a lot of you women, you're doing it yourself. And a lot of your kids are coming up missing. A lot of your teenage girls and boys, they're missing. I mean, Ohio right now, we have an epidemic of children that are gone. I mean, I get an Amber Alert all the time. These kids are gone. These are boys and girls. They're gone. And they're middle school, high school, they're gone. We've never seen them. There's a whole list of them all the time. Gone. Disappeared. Quit saying that you know how to raise these children on your own. You're a strong black woman. You women need to cut that BS out. You women need to learn how to turn that thing around. And you need to, listen, you better do the best you can with what you got to get a good man in your life. You better cut out that noise. You better learn how to shut the hell up. Listen, if you don't want to do it, keep on that same path. Your kids are going to go through hell and high water. And they don't need to go through it. They don't. You need a strong male figure around somewhere. You done chased all the men off. You chased all the uncles off. You chased the daddies off because everybody you think is after your little girl, when they just want to help her, they can't even come over and help her anymore. They can't do that because everybody's a creep now. That's your favorite words. The black women, oh, he's creepy. It's just like, you know what? You got one more time to say that I'm creepy and I'm never coming over here. I'm not buying your kids nothing. I'm not nothing. I'm not doing nothing. I don't want nothing to do with you. And that goes for the rest of you women who hang around her. Do it again. Say it one more time. And I'm going to tell every man I know, do not mess with these people. So when the winter comes and it hits you in the face, we're not helping you. This is the problem. Listen, there are creepy people on both sides. There are creepy women they're like, look at these school teachers. The majority of the time, it's a what? It's a woman. Okay, so quit acting like every man is a creep now. Every man wants to do. No, we just want to help, but we can't help. We can't even help our own family. Okay, fine. Peace to you. We're done. Don't call us. Don't write us. No nothing. We're good. We don't need it because we know with those accusations, what happens? It's called the police. Then we get hemmed up and we're guilty before proven innocent. And we're behind bars trying to say, listen, we don't even know what this person's talking about. Look at the one woman who's married to a man, is her husband. He had 3 daughters. The daughters are grown now. They did this whole, I don't know, episode on him and the mother. The mother said that he harmed the girls sexually. And she kept this lie going. And the father was like, it never happened. He got punished for that. He was like, I never did anything to my daughters. And then, of course, they, got divorced. And then they finally all got back together on the show. I forgot the name of the woman. And then they sat the father and the mother down. And the mother says, yes, I did it. And it was a lie. And here's the good thing about that. This doesn't usually happen. The daughters were behind the father. They were like, my dad never did anything like that to us. We support our dad 100% because he never did it. You women need to know who your enemies are. The reason why you got weirdos coming around you is because there's no man. If you listen to some of these people who are really like that, they're telling you they're watching the women who have no men around. That's what they're saying. They're watching the ones that when there's no man, they come in and infiltrate and do whatever they want in your house. And they put you in desperate situations because a lot of them have money. They pay the bills, they whatever. But really, the target is not you. The target is your kid. And then once your kid says, hey, this man is doing this, that, and the third to me, you're going, hey, so what? He's paying bills. That's a messed up situation, and it should not happen. So you ladies need to know the guy who you choose to have a baby with should be a good man. Listen, it should be married before you carry. This should be a man that you vetted. This should be a man that you've courted. This should be a man that you know his parents. You look through his family line and see what they're all about. He's good with his mom. He's good with his sisters. Like he loves the women in his family. That's the man you should be having children with. That guy's not going anywhere. Anybody come around his kids that, don't need to be around him, there's going to be hell to pay. That's the man who you should be marrying. You should be saying, I do. To have and to hold, for richer, for poor, for better, for worse. Brother, you right here, brother. You lose your job, so what? We'll figure it out. It's going to be hard. We'll figure it out. We disagree. We just disagree. We can write letters to each other and, whatever, and get it out. We can go to the gym and work it out, but we're not going anywhere. It's us. Because you don't want somebody coming in after that guy. You don't want to do it. So, like I said, these women are starting to learn this and they're starting to realize a lot of the stuff that's happening to them is because they listen to the government. Listen, the women took the bait. The government said, hey, we'll give you this. The women took that cheese and ran with it. And they ostracized every guy they knew. They ran around calling every straight guy gay, which was totally demeaning Oh, you're gay. You're gay if you look nice. You're gay if you have a nice house. You're gay if your room isn't messed up. You're gay if you have pictures on the wall. You're gay if you can speak another language. You're gay if you have a degree. You're gay if you have a degree. You're gay if your fingernails ain't all messed up. You're just gay because you're gay. Just angry. Everybody's gay, but the real gay guy comes along. You love the gay guy who doesn't want anything to do with you, but you hate the straight guy and call him gay and push him away and just get him out of here. We love the gay dude. Well, the gay dude is not helping the population. He's not. The gay dude he can't procreate. It's not possible. He can't, he's not making the community stronger. It is what it is. The gay dude is not making the community stronger. He's not. The gay dude is not one of your warriors. You're like, well, I know some gay men that can fight. That's not the point. That's not the point. The gay men are not having daughters and protecting the daughters. They're not doing it. You can find a gay guy out there somewhere who's a great fighter. Listen, don't mess with gay guys. They can fight. It's not the point. That guy is not out here having daughters. He's not marrying you. You got to understand, marriage is what's important. He doesn't want to marry you and raise daughters and be a staple in the community that the young men can look up to and learn from and become strong fathers. That's not what gay men do. That's not what they do. What they're doing is the opposite of that. When men look at them and want to be like them, that breaks down the community. Because now there are a bunch of effeminates running around, a bunch of men who doesn't have a heart after God. They're not doing what God says. They're not doing the word of God. That's not what they're practicing. Okay? So there's a huge difference in you accepting the gay men and then turning away the straight men. That is totally opposite of what God wants. And it's breaking down the leadership in a community. Show me one gay man that's a leader in his community. Show me one. Tell me one gay man that's a leader in the community. He's a leader. And if you go to one of these gay pastors, I'm going to tell you that that's not a leader. That's not a leader. That's not somebody who you should follow. That's somebody who has their own evil agenda. So I'm just saying, I'm asking guys, should we accept? Should we say, you know what, ladies, we realize that you were wrong, and we should just totally forget that there are men who are in the grave because of your lies. Listen, there are men who are in prison for 20 years, 25, 30. There are men who died in jail because you told a lie. Listen, even Tupac said, when a man gets horny, a man dies. Listen, this whole thing now that women got is called being backdoored, which means if you meet a chick and you want to go see her, she tells her homies, a bunch of gangster guys, that you're coming over. And when you come over, you get robbed and killed. That's what's happening now. This is a very, very real thing. Me personally, I don't think we should accept every apology from every woman, because some of you women did it on purpose. Some of you women were just downright evil, and a lot of you women love being mean. You're spiteful because your relationships didn't work out. You're spiteful because you're no longer 20. Men don't hover around you like they used to. Your time of beauty is done. Men are not going to spend a lot of time with you. They're not going to spend a lot of money on you. You're not as beautiful as you were when you were 20. When the men start coming around you and had interest in you physically and wanting to spend time with you, you were probably still in high school. You're probably still in high school. You were probably 16, 17 years old. A lot of you women got problems with that, but okay, fine. You get out of high school, 17, 18 years old. These men, 20 something, 30 somethings, are really interested in you now. A lot of you women got problems with that. She's 18, 19. Why is a 30-year-old looking at a 19-year-old? Because he wants to procreate. And his best chance of procreating is not with a 30-year-old. That's just the truth. That's just the truth. A 35-year-old man who is looking to procreate, looking to have a family and raise his own children, is not looking at a 35-year-old woman. It is what it is. It is, especially if he wants a big family. He's going to look at the girl who's fresh out of high school. Because fresh out of high school means you have all of your eggs and they're all raring to go. It is the truth. That's just the science. That's just the nature behind it. So you can say what you want. But if she's got a decent head on her shoulder, even though she's young and unassuming, okay, that's fine. But if he wants to spend time with 18, 19, 20, and then marry her at 20, 21 years old, whatever, and then they go, have 5 or 6 kids, there's nothing wrong with that. There's not one damn thing wrong with that. And a lot of you people have problems with that, and you really shouldn't. You really shouldn't, because you women who hit 27, 28 years old, it's pretty much lights out for you. It is when you're talking a big family. We're not talking a big family. You're 27, you might get 2 children out of a 27-year-old. But the way that men used to look at women and they wanted, 6, 7 boys, they wasn't looking at a 27-year-old woman to start a family and say, I'm going to have, 5 kids with you. They wasn't. They was looking at a woman who was 16 to 20. That's what they were looking at. And I know because my uncle and his wife, who are both deceased now, they had 9 children. They did not start when she was 27. They started when she was very young, and they were married. We're not talking about somebody trying to knock boots with a 16-year-old, even though in some parts of some states that's legal. We're talking about somebody who wants to marry at that age. That's different. And even if you're not talking 16, when you're talking 18, okay, that's legal. That's legal. Regardless if you think it's sick or not, it's legal. A 30-year-old looking at an 18-year-old, you guys are going, she's a baby. She's not. Not according to the country. According to the country, she can vote. Babies can't vote. And if an 18-year-old wants to get with a 30-year-old, that's their business. See, in other countries, this doesn't happen. Because in other countries, these grandmothers already know the deal. They need babies. They're pushing their daughters out the door. They're pushing them. They are like, get out there. Look at some of the videos. Just look at the videos. They are telling these daughters, get out there and go have children. Get out of my house. They don't want to deal with the daughters anymore. They don't want the daughters living with them. These grandmothers don't want the daughters at home with them. They don't. Why? What's she doing? She needs to leave. Get out. The mothers are kicking the daughters out and say, go have grandkids. Right now, we need the bodies. They kick them out. But when they kick them out, they look at the boyfriends and they want the boyfriends to be established. So, like I said, Black woman, you have to think about how you're going to turn this around. because as a black man and the hatred that I still feel for black women, I can't say that I'm open to help every black woman I see. I do help some though, but I don't trust y'all. Some of y'all still look at me like I'm creepy. Y'all look at me just because I'm a tall, dark skinned man, that I'm the monster. I'm some kind of monster, but y'all look at the light skin or the white man and go, oh, he's the savior. And I'm like, to hell with you. You can kiss my black ass. This is the way I look. I'm not gonna change the way I look because you're afraid. Kiss my ass. You don't want to be around me. I don't want to be around you. And I ignore them people forever. I just ignore them. Like I don't want nothing to do with you. I don't need you. It used to hurt me, but now, it used to hurt me. I used to go, man, why is it like that? But now I'm like, kiss my ass. I'm good. I got my own money. I stay in my own spot. You know what I'm saying? Everything I have is mine. My bank account ain't bad. It's not great. It's just not bad. I have no need for you. I can listen, if I want to, I can leave the country. I can leave the country right now. I can afford to go leave the country, stay somewhere for a month, and then come back. I can do that. I'm not in dire straits. I'm not begging none of y'all for anything. I'm not after your coochie. You have nothing that I want. You have absolutely nothing that I want. I have no need for you. And when you become independent like that, you really start looking at people for who they are. Oh, you want to snarl at me? Okay, bet. Don't come to me when something's wrong with your car because I'm not going to help you. I'm not. I'm just going to walk right past while you're stuck in the snow. And while my four-wheel drive is kicked in, I'm going to roll right past you. I promise you I will. And I won't think nothing of it. Now, if your kids are in the car, that's different. If I see you on the side of the road and your kids are in the car, then I feel obligated to the children because I don't want them to get hurt. I don't want them to freeze or anything like that. So I feel obligated to them. I still might not help you as far as get out the car, but what I will do is call a tow truck for you or call the cops and say, there's a car at the side of the road. That I will do. So I still won't get involved with you, but I feel obligated to help get the kids out of the cold. So them I feel for. But other than that, no, not so much. So my answer is I don't know. Because some like I helped out a black woman yesterday. And, she was very grateful. She had a boyfriend and all this, but she talked to me and she was nice. She was a very humble, and she was young too. She was a very, very humble and grateful person. And because she was so grateful, I felt like there are still some black women that we should help out here. I've helped out some older women, like last winter, a woman was coming out of the store and her Uber wasn't there. I didn't know this old lady. I was like, "Do you want a ride?" And she was like, "Yeah, I'll take a ride." And I gave her a ride home, and she was very, very grateful. You know what I'm saying? Those people I help. But you mean ass women, I'm not helping you. You women who look at me like I did something to you, like I'm the guy who stuck you with a baby. I don't give a damn. I don't care about you. I don't care. You women who want to curse people out every day, I don't care about you. I don't need to listen to your filth. I know. You women who are trapping guys and getting them beat up and getting them killed, I hope you go to jail. I do. I feel nothing for you. I'll be the first one to stand up and say, put her ass in jail. She got a man killed. Put her in jail forever. Give her, give her 50 years. If she got a man killed, no, put her in jail for life. I don't care about you when you're a facetious, evil, maniacal female, and then the court system has to deal with you. I don't go, oh, she has mental. No, she can figure out her mental problems for the rest of her life behind a maximum prison. Just like if it was me. You think those women step up, oh, he had mental issues? No, they'd be like, good for him. put that, call me all kind of names, put them in jail and keep them there. And then they would celebrate that I'm in jail. That's what black women do. Oh, he went to jail, make him mad so he can go out here and do something and then celebrate he's in jail. Yay. We put another black man in jail. Yeah, well, you know what black men do when they're in jail? They think about the person who put them there. And some of those guys get out. And then they go right back in. When they go right back in, after they got done dealing with you. They know who you are, they know where you live, and then they come see you. They know you told a lie, and then they come and then they end you. And then you want us to feel sorry for you, and then one of your sisters or somebody said, she was the greatest person. She put a smile on everybody's face. No, she wasn't. She was a liar. She backdoored a guy. And got him put in jail for 25, to life for something he didn't do. And when he got out of jail, he came to see her. He got out, after 10 years, he came to see her and he did her ass in. I feel sorry for you. You knew what you were playing with. So yeah, some women are worth it and some women are not. Some of y'all are, I don't think that a woman gets a pass just because she has a coochie. Who cares? Who cares? I don't care. Oh, she's a woman. No, she's a holy terror. Some of you women are terrible people, horrible, horrible mothers, horrible to your boyfriends. You do the most dangerous and maniacal things to anybody around you. You're just horrible. And we're supposed to feel sorry for you because you're a woman. Something happened to her when she was a child. Something happened to all of us when we were children. You grew up where I grew up and how I grew up, you got your ass kicked on a daily. Every time you stepped outside, even before you stepped outside. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We was getting our ass kicked. You don't see me going around just doing random crazy stuff to people just because that happened. No, I have to tuck that away. I have to tuck it all down and bury it because I'm a man. That's what I got to do with mine. You women, you bring it all up and you wear it on your shoulders and on your sleeves, and everybody has to bear the brunt of something that they didn't do because of somebody said something to you when you were 10. One of your uncles whistled at you and you went and told your mother, got his ass, beat up, and then now you're still messed up because he whistled at you. Oh my God. So now, you're freaking 35 and you're getting men's ass kicked because of something. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not having it. Guys, protect yourself because not all women are worth it. They're not. But the ones that are worth it, go the extra mile for them. Go the extra mile for that black woman that's worth it. I don't care how old she is. I don't. Especially if she, has, good kids. Come on. We need the future. She got good kids. She got a couple little boys. They just ain't got no father figure. I ain't saying be their father. I'm saying just be positive if you're ever around them. No. Just teach them something and, they're not going to forget it. If it's, some little girls, just show her like, listen, not everybody's out here to get you. We don't. But if somebody says something to you out of line, you can call me. I know there ain't no guy in your house, but one of these idiots out here say something to you, I'll step out the door. I'll come on out and tell them to leave you alone. And then you can go on and play. Just go on run on about your business. But if it's that situation and you feel like it's going to go down bad, then you can knock on my door and I will come outside and, make sure that you get home safe. That I will do. I will do that. I will walk you home, and that I'll do. That's the best I can do. So it's your boy 20202. God loves you, so do I.